Most people believe that the changes they feel after 70 are just a normal part of aging. A little stiffness, a bit less energy, some forgetfulness here and there. And while some changes are natural, not all of them should be ignored, because your body is always communicating with you. And after 70, those signals become even more important. In fact, many of the most serious problems don't appear suddenly. They begin quietly, with small signs most people overlook. Today, we're going to talk about 7 warning signs your body may give after 70, and what they could mean for your strength, balance, and independence. Not to scare you, but to help you understand your body better, so you can support it while it still responds. Because the earlier you notice these signs, the easier it is to stay active, steady, and independent. And stay with me until number 1, because it's one of the most overlooked signs, yet one of the most important. Let's start with something many people notice but rarely question. You open a jar and it feels harder. You stand up from a chair and it takes more effort. You carry groceries and your arms fatigue faster. This is often dismissed as just getting older, but in many cases it's the beginning of muscle loss. As the years go by, the body naturally loses muscle mass, especially if those muscles are not used regularly. And this matters more than most people think, because muscle is not just about strength, it supports your balance and posture. But here's the encouraging part. Even gentle strength movements can help the body respond and rebuild. Another common sign is stiffness or discomfort in the joints. You may notice your knees feel tight or your hips don't move freely. Many people assume this is simply aging, but when the body repeats the same movements every day, the joints don't move through their full range. Joints need variety. They need gentle movement in different directions to stay comfortable and supported. This doesn't require anything intense. Now let's talk about balance. This one is quiet and easy to miss. You may feel slightly unsteady when turning. Balance depends on coordination between your muscles, your joints, and your brain. When one system is less active, balance feels less reliable. The good news is that balance is something that can be practiced. Even standing on one leg for a few seconds can help. Another sign is a change in posture. You may notice your shoulders rounding forward, especially after years of looking down at devices. Posture is not just about appearance. It affects how you breathe, how you move, and how your body supports itself. The encouraging part is that posture can be supported with simple daily movements that gently activate those muscles again. You might also notice that your energy levels are not what they used to be. You feel more tired during the day. Energy is closely connected to movement. When movement decreases, circulation slows, and the body receives less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Sometimes the solution is not to rest more, but to move just a little bit more in a way that feels comfortable. Another important signal is changes in thinking or memory. You may forget small things more often or take longer to recall info. The brain, like the body, responds to activity. Movements that involve coordination don't just support physical function, they stimulate the brain. This connection between movement and mental clarity is powerful. Staying engaged physically can help support how clearly you think. And now we come to the most important sign: moving less without noticing it. It doesn't happen suddenly, it happens gradually. You avoid certain movements without thinking about it. This creates a cycle where less movement leads to more difficulty. But this cycle can be reversed. Even small increases in movement can help the body respond in a positive way. None of these signs mean it's too late. They simply mean your body is asking for support. Your body is still listening. It's not about pushing harder or doing intense workouts. It's about moving with intention, gentle strength, and simple habits. The goal is to stay capable, to move with confidence, to feel steady when you stand, and to support your independence. Which of these signs feels most familiar to you? Let me know in the comments because your experience might help someone else take their first step.